Hey everybody, I'm Nick James and this is Nick's Nerd News. Now I've only got a few minutes to get you through this week of geek. Let's dive right in. October 12th, DC Universe had their first original programming drop in Titans, a live-action Teen Titans. Even though they're not teens in this, that's where the name is derived from, that classic series by Marv Wolfman and George Perez. Now we get a live-action version of it, and it's perfect. It's amazing. It's adjective-friendly to everything that I've ever loved about comics now in a real world that seems like it's cohesive. It all makes sense, and it's just amazingly acted out. So that's a huge shout-out to the four main actors, Tegan Croft, Brenton Thwaites, Anna Diop, and Ryan Potter. Now, if you've been waiting for your Beast Boy, you know, Ryan Potter! Unfortunately, there's not too much of him in this first episode. I don't want to spoil anything, but, you know, it was a little let down for me because I was really excited to see a green boy turn into some animals, and it didn't come until the very end. So you get a little bit, but it makes you want to sign up. It makes you want to go to DC Universe, get it, because they're going to release these weekly. That's kind of my only big disappointment in it. I wish they just kind of dumped all the episodes, but that's what they wanted to do, so that's what it is. Meanwhile, Netflix and their series aren't doing too well because they just gave Iron Fist the Iron Boot. Yeah, that's right, he's kicked out, he's canceled. No more Iron Fist. After 2 seasons, they decided to drop it, and Finn Jones, the Iron Fist, the star himself, had this to say. With every end is a new beginning. I have an enormous amount of love and respect for everyone involved in the last 2 seasons of the show. Defending the greatest city in the world amongst the most talented and warmest people has been a privilege and a joy. Blessed to have taken this journey and grateful for the ongoing support. He'll find other things to do, you know, if you remember, before he was Iron Fist, he was in Game of Thrones for a little bit. He's a good actor, he'll find other things to do. It happens all the time. Maybe he'll come back for Defenders, you know, just because they shut the door on him doesn't mean he can't sneak in the window a little bit later. Next, a bit of controversial news. James Gunn, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 1 and 2 writer-director, who was recently booted from Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 by Disney and Marvel because of some controversial tweets that came up. Somebody found them, released them. Marvel, Disney went, ooh, and just kind of kicked him out. I'm not going to go into what they are. They're on the internet. But let's say they make them look kind of yucky. That's a good word to say. Warner Brothers had no problem with that, though. Scooped him right up and said, hey, do you want to do Suicide Squad 2? And he said, okay. It was originally supposed to be Gavin O'Connor. He gave in a script, though, that's a little too Birds of Prey. It's kind of went for the same storyline that story is going to be taking. Also another Warner Brothers Gotham City revolving story. So they kind of went, okay, well, how about this? Mr. Gunn, how about you come in? Because we don't care about your past tweets or anything like that. You write us something new. And that's what's going to happen. So we'll see how that goes. And lastly, we're going to be talking about Men in Black. No, not Tommy Lee Jones or Will Smith. They're going to be new ones. Tessa Thompson was able to tweet out a photo of her and co-star Chris Hemsworth. They're in the middle of the desert. Now, Chris Hemsworth was talking to Variety, and it might give a little bit of a reasoning to why these people would just be walking around the desert. He said, they're trying to change up locations, make it feel unique and different to the last one as well. So I think you might even see some different countries, maybe, some different cities than you've seen in previous Men in Black films, which makes this make perfect sense to why 2 people in black suits are walking around the middle of the desert. But I don't care. I'm down with that franchise. Give me more. I'll take as many neuralizations as you want to forget about past films and give me a new one. That's all the time I got, though, guys. I am Nick James. This has been Nick's Nerd News. If you've liked what you've seen, hit subscribe. I'm going to be doing this every Tuesday. Tuesdays at 2, Nick's Nerd News. Thanks so much for watching. Take care.